I figured I'd give this grass one more try before moving on. I'm glad I did. On the fifth event, the vanishing clump left a collection of hovering seeds. Finally, I thought and tried picking them up. One weird minor quirk of this dream was that I could only grab all 6 seeds at the same time, and wasn't able to hold them individually. Another weird and ridiculously ridiculously major quirk was that I wasn't able to consume them. My hand just froze in there, inches from my mouth, and wouldn't let me eat. Like this. You try to eat, but pow! You can't eat. Really? I said, and tried to move my face to my hand instead. That didn't work either, like an invisible force field was holding them apart. Really? I repeated sarcastically, feeling all the frustration and anger rising me up. Fine! My arm cocked to throw the seeds away. What stopped me was a block of dirt I just experimenting with. When I'd sat down a few minutes ago, the green cocktober was missing. And I was back. The toffee layer had regrown. That fast? I thought, looking down at the seeds. Do all plants grow that fast? Maybe I could try planting the seeds. And boy, did I try! I tried every way I could think of. I dropped the seeds back onto the ground, but they just hovered. I punched them into the soil, but that just unearthed another block. And after setting that block down in a new position above ground, I even tried pushing the seeds to the side. Nothing worked. Why won't I hissed through my clenched teeth, then stopped myself. Going down the wide path will lead me right back to a full-blown meltdown. Keep going, I said with off. Don't give up. Dropping the seeds into my belt pouch, I desperately looked around for another opinion, any other food source, any distraction. The trees! I ran over to the closest one, trying to peel away sections of the bark. Do people eat bark? Maybe, but I couldn't. My hand wouldn't let me grab the light and dark striped brown cover. They wouldn't let me climb the waist-thick trunk up to the square bunches of small mini cube leaves. I didn't give up. I couldn't afford to. If this is a dream, I said, then I can just fly up and get some. First, raised eyes up, I leapt into the air and came down just as quick. But in that crucial moment, suspended in midair, something truly magical happened. I tried punching at the leaves above me, and even though they were a block or two away, I felt fist impact. And that's Minecraft logic. If you can reach one or two, 3, 4, 5 blocks, you can't speedrun like 9 minutes. You know? I began hesitantly striking above me. Can I reach? Sure enough, though my actual arm didn't stretch from 4 full block lengths, I could still hit the dappled cubes above my head. I can reach! I shouted and began bashing at the leaves. Creeping insanity faded with empowering punch. Yeah! I belted as the first cube vanished, dropping a red, shiny, semi-rounded fruit to my hand. That's what I'm talking about! And this time my body did let me eat. Let me eat. Maybe that's the key, I thought, crunching on the fruit's crispy sweetness and feeling the juice run down my throat. Maybe my hand will only let me eat was edible. Now you might know. Yeah, apple is delicious. But how did he get the apple in first try? That's literally 0.5%. That's literally a really good luck. It might not have looked exactly like an apple, but it tastes just like one. And if I thought the scent of earth was comforting, this new sensation was so overpowering, I actually felt a sting at the corners of my eyes. Keep going, as the entire apple disappeared into my welcoming stomach. Never give up. Without realizing, I just learned something. Call it a mantra or a life lesson or whatever, but they're the words to live by. And they be the first of many of this strange and wonderful journey. Never give up. And as you can see, Chapter 2, Panic Drowns Thought. The name of the chapter is Life Lessons. You can see at the back of the page, it's all listed up. Yeah. What I've learned from the world of Minecraft. Yeah, keep going, never give up, Panic Drowns Thought, blah, 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 blah. That's so lot. And since this is the count numbers of the chapters, it's gonna be really long since it has 36 chapters. What? Chapter 2, Panic Drowns Thought. Using my new power, I knocked out the other leaf blocks on the rest of the trees. I not only came by with 2 more apples, but a critical discovery about my belt and pack. It happened right after the first apple, when I was boxing the leaves. Instead of dropping fruit, I got a small sapling. On strike again? Asked my frozen hand, and dropped the mini tree into my belt. Seconds later, when I got the second one, I absent-mindedly stuffed into the same pouch. That's when I realized that they not only shrunk, but flattened and stacked themselves together like playing cards. Well now, I said by smile, this might actually be helpful. And, that's the good thing. Literally, this is the good thing. Almost. Because, literally, nothing good ever happens to this book. And, it's, not common. It's, uncommon being that guy happy, And the next book, The Mountain, Minecraft, he met a girl, and the girl named him Guy, so I'm just gonna call him Guy, okay? Okay. That turned out to be an understatement. By the time I finished stripping all 3 trees, I managed to get a stacked 12 compressed sapling in just one compartment. And I'm at 0. Yeah, that's Minecraft. Steve can carry a literally almost 10 billion tons of things and still run at the same time with nothing. The netherite block is the heaviest block in Minecraft. So, you do it with the align the shulker box with pouches. I don't know, when I forgot what the pouches mean. So anyways, like shulker box and things, netherite block, and stack it in your offense and your full inventory, and wear netherite armor, you can like literally carry 10 billion tons of things. Yeah, Steve is powerful. But he gets killed by a zombie, so like it's unbalanced. And he can like punch like obsidian with his hand. But it just not drop stuff. He can literally do it. But it takes 250 seconds. But he's still. This is strong he is. But he can get killed by a zombie. He can break obsidian with his hands and still can't one-shot a zombie. Like, isn't that even balanced? Well, I mean, it's just the game, so meh. That's what you think. Good game, Minecraft. Looking over the additional pouches in my pack, I thought I can carry a whole warehouse worth of stuff. Yes, that's exactly what I was telling the people about. Which means, I said, scowling at the belt, my mood deflating like stacked saplings until I find stuff worth carrying. You're as helpful as a wind power fan. There's gotta be more apple trees, I thought, staring up at the cliff. Through panicked eyes, I intentionally looked at an impassable barrier. Now calmer, confident, and well-fed, I could see that it was more like a steep slope than a sheer wall. Who knows what else is over there, I thought, hiking up the square dirt cubes. If I'd only thought clearly instead of being such a total dweeb, I wouldn't trap myself on this side of the island in the first place. In fact, maybe it wasn't an island after all. Maybe this beach was the start of a whole new continent. Don't get me wrong, I hadn't abandoned the notion of all this being a dream, but still, a part of me couldn't help wishing to come over the top of the hill to see a ranger station or town or giant city, or there wasn't. I stood on the even, green summit and started crushing disappointment at the rest of an uninhabited island. Yeah, don't expect too much. It'll only give you disappointment. And that's a bonus life lesson. The land stretched out like a claw, two wooden pincers nearly enclosing a round, shallow lagoon.